Crabman from Crabman Gaming, and today I am playing WWE 2K15 Who Got NXT with Bo Dallas. Bo leave! The first match is Bo Dallas versus Mr. NXT Big E for the NXT Championship. I think you should get this music back. Used to do the 5-count gimmick as well. I think their ring introduction is going to be in the ring, so I'm free to talk over the entrance music. But it's the current WWE Champion as of recording. Maybe he's still the champ, maybe he's not, but defeated Bobby Lashley on Monday Night Raw, cashing in Money in the Bank to become WWE Champion for the very first time, joining stablemate Kofi Kingston of the New Day as being champions. Just Xavier Woods left to win the WWE Championship. Will he ever win it? I don't think he will. But this is early days. Big E was the second NXT champion. Seth Rollins the first, defeating Jinder Mahal in a tournament final. And could we see a third NXT champion at the end of this match? We will see. I feel like this music for Big E though. Pumping. I miss that belt though. I love that belt. Do you believe? It is Bo Dallas. We have the bell, but we're going to get the introductions in the ring. Born in 1990, was in WWE between 2008 and 2021, so 14 years in the E for Bo. His dad is Owen R. Shyster, IRS, and grandfather Black Jack Mulligan. So he is from the very famous Rotunda family. So Mike Rotunda, his dad, obviously, and his brother Bray Wyatt. Wyndham Rotunda. He was in Florida Championship Wrestling to start with, brought into NXT between 2012 and 2014. Was Bo Dallas between 2014 and 16, with the Social Outcasts in 2016 and 2017, and then Mr. Raj and the B Team for the final few years of his time in the E.
Introducing the challenger from Brooksville, Florida, weighing 234 pounds, Bo Dallas. And his opponent from Tampa, Florida, weighing 285 pounds, he is the NXT Champion, Big E.
Big E would go on to manage Dolph Ziggler after this, before breaking out on his own for a while, and then becoming a part of the New Day.
Championship matches like this one bring a different level of intensity to this arena. Can you feel it, Kane?
I can, and I know what it's like to be in the position that Bo Dallas is in right now. As I look at Bo, I'm starting to feel all the anticipation and nerves that he must be feeling.
And make those even more nerve-wracking for Bo Dallas. He's in there against the strongest man in all of NXT, the undefeated NXT champion, Big E.
Hey, look at Bo Dallas go right at the champ. I mean, there's a real sense of urgency and maybe even desperation in Bo Dallas tonight.
Or it may be confidence. I've never come across a competitor with as much belief in himself as Bo Dallas.
Oh, he believes, all right, but how much of that confidence is warranted? You and I both know that Bo Dallas lives in his own little dream world.
I can't even get a word in.
Stiff shot with the elbow.
What I do love is when Mike Rotunda, IRS, went to WCW, he was VK Wall Street, a little nod to Vince McMahon. Nearly got my own story wrongly. Just been waiting so long for the commentators. Stop talking.
The NXT champion. Is this what you expected? He's exposing that turnbuckle.
Turnbuckle go.
Oh,
coming.
Into the bubble.
And that one hit with the force of a big rig. Every time he has to get up, it takes more and more.
How awesome was that? Come on, wrap his feet on the
Oh, rope break, rope break.
And he dodges that one. Oh, wow.
You know, I've heard Bo Dallas described as a long shot in this match. Let's be honest, he's a 1,000-mile shot.
We all know what Bo Dallas is capable of. We know about his perseverance and tenacity. But what do you do when you're in the ring with some...
That's it. He's out. You know, during the contract signing for this match, Big E had a little fun at Bo Dallas's expense, saying that he probably lives at home with his mom. I'm willing to bet he regrets saying that right now.
Yeah, that was not a very smart move by Big E. When you're the undefeated NXT champion, the last thing you want to do is give your challenger bulletin board material.
Yeah, and a statement like that isn't going to throw Bo Dallas off his game. He's not worried about what people say about him. He just wants that title. And this is not the circumstance.
I believe that's the Bo Dazzler. I could be wrong. I hope it is. New NXT champion. That was the Bo Dazzler.
Bo Dallas has stolen the title away.
Your new NXT champion.
Here is your winner and new NXT champion, Bo Dallas.
We have a new champion. Bo Dallas has beaten Big E.
Bo Dallas believed in himself when nobody else did. What an amazing victory for our new NXT champion.
He is Bo for show, a born Bostonian. My second favourite Bo after Bo Burnham. It is Bo Dallas. Bo leave. The next match is Bo Dallas versus Cesaro for the NXT Championship. And Bo is out first. We'll go through some of his accomplishments if they're doing the championship announcement in the ring. He was a 3-time Florida Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, 2-time FCW Tag Team Champion with his brother Wyndham Rotunda. I think once as Husky Harris and once as Duke Rotundo. For some reason they called him the Rotundos for a bit, the Rotundas for a bit. A little bit weird. Was Raw Tag Team Champion with B-Team fellow member Curtis Axel. Had a, I don't even want to say a cup of coffee, but less than a cup of coffee with a 24/7 title. And here he is, the third ever NXT Champion. So it feels like a bit of a missed opportunity with Bo Dallas, because when he came in out of NXT, he was still pretty good. Had his Bo Leave gimmick that never really went anywhere. The Social Outcasts were pretty cool, but they never won. And probably his strongest run was in the Miztourage with Curtis Axel and The Miz during the Miz's Long Intercontinental Championship reign of 2017, helping him retain over and over again. But here he is, he's looking sweaty, and he's getting ready to face Cesaro, known on the indies as Claudio Castagnoli. Used to team with Chris Hero as, I believe it was Swiss Money Holding or Swiss Money Inc. This is just from memory. But they were, I think they were the Ring of Honor Tag Champs and the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla Tag Champs. Many Tag Team Champions for those two. Used to wrestle in long pants and a kind of singlet. I do remember him having a really good match on a Ring of Honor pay-per-view from around 2007, although I can't remember the name of the event, but I think he wrestled for the title. So the Defiant Ring of Honor 2007 Claudio Castagnoli title match, that will be the one.
Introducing the challenger, formerly from Lucerne, Switzerland, now residing in the United States, weighing 232 pounds, Cesaro. And his opponent, from Brooksville, Florida, weighing 234 pounds, he is the NXT Champion, Bo Dallas.
Remember, Bo Dallas won the title from the previous champion, Big E, in one of the biggest upsets we've ever seen in NXT.
Yeah, and now Big E, as well as the champion before him, Seth Rollins, are main roster mainstays and both competed at WrestleMania 29.
And you can only assume similar success is in store for the current NXT champion, Bo Dallas.
It's definitely not.
There's the Bulldog.
A lot of Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal appearances for Bo Dallas.
He does it again.
What a body shot.
Now, if Cesaro is like any of the other playthroughs, he pretty much counters everything, so we might need to fashion a run and striking approach, even though he's countered me there as well with a Michinoku driver.
Look at this. Big Bulldog. Ooh. And he gets leveled. He saw that one coming. You know, Bo Dallas told me earlier that he's inspired by John Cena and Bret Hart. He said he hopes to emulate them as it relates to what a champion truly is.
Well, I'd say is a long way to go before he can start comparing himself
Cross
to
body.
John Cena and Bret Hart.
Yeah, but you can't blame the kid for aiming high. Although I don't think either John Cena or Bret Hart were ever as self-unaware as Bo Dallas is.
I mean, he was signed to WWE as well when he was just 18 years old, which I think was the same as Teddy Hart.
Oh boy, here's Cesaro wreaking havoc.
Even though Teddy Hart was not really in WWE for too long.
What an offensive show by Bo Dallas.
But I think most people forget Bo Dallas was signed as an 18-year-old. And he's only 30 years old today. I think that's, or 32 today, in 31. I don't even know. I think he's only 30. I don't even think he's 31 yet.
That had to take a chunk out of Cesaro's ego, don't you think, Ken?
All right.
Well, I thought Cesaro was wise enough to let
I think all I need to do is get disqualified, and that could be it.
May have actually gotten inside Cesaro's head here tonight.
King, you might be right. Something about Cesaro's game plan is off here. And it may be that Bo Dallas has psyched him out with his comments earlier.
Can I get the NXT title?
Cesaro does mean something. He always adds that little
Oh no.
to make it hurt even more.
He's a true professional inside that ring, King. I can't deny that.
Oh, I actually get envious watching him. He does things I never even thought of doing.
Oh, take that.
Going to tolerate that.
That was a quick match. The next match is Bo Dallas defending the NXT Championship against Sami Zayn. A lot of crossover between the wrestlers in this Who Got NXT mode. Right now it is still Bo Leave into another championship defense. He set up a real estate business with Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan's still with WWE, but Bo Dallas now content to work on his real estate business. I think from being in WWE for 13 or 14 years, that could be enough. And be quite happy to pursue a few other ventures. So as long as he's happy. I had a pay-per-view list for Bo Dallas up before, and I don't know what happened to it. I got sidetracked into WrestleMania 20, but if I can get it up quickly, I can go through some of his matches. Bo Dallas final pay-per-view match, Crown Jewel, Big E and Kofi defeating the B team in the tag team turmoil in about 1 minute. WrestleMania 35 Battle Royal. Trying to think if he had any matches at WrestleMania 35 Battle Royal, WrestleMania 34 Battle Royal, WrestleMania 33 Battle Royal, WrestleMania 32 Battle Royal, WrestleMania 31 Battle Royal. We can go through Sami Zayn's stats in Ring of Honor in Chicago from 2005 to 2012, known as El Generico on the independent scene, and has been with WWE since 2013. Best friends or frenemies with Kevin Owens / Kevin Steen. He's been the NXT champion, the Intercontinental champion twice, the Ring of Honor TV champion once, Ring of Honor tag champion with Kevin Steen. He had one of my favorite matches at Ring of Honor Man Up 2007 in the Ladder War. against the Briscoe brothers, and also his final Battle 2010 Ring of Honor main event with Kevin Steen was also amazing. And my favourite match is his match against Nakamura at NXT TakeOver Dallas in 2016.
Introducing the challenger from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing 193 pounds, Sami Zayn. And
crowd
his
reaction.
opponent, from Brooksville, Florida, weighing 234 pounds, he is the NXT champion, Bo Dallas.
Bo Dallas, the third ever NXT champion, set to defend against the widely popular Sami Zayn.
And of course, the first ever NXT champion was Seth Rollins, followed by Big E.
And I may be stating the obvious here, but look where they are now. Both Seth Rollins and Big E are major stars in WWE. That's what the NXT Championship leads to. That's why everybody here wants to be champion.
Although probably the least successful NXT champion out of everyone.
Sami Zayn making a move.
Who's held the gold?
With a 180, Bo Dallas, the reversal.
He almost took his head off with that lariat.
There's been a fairly long list of NXT champions now. Most have gone on to a fair amount of main roster success.
Big bulldog.
Sami Zayn gets absolutely flat.
Yeah, Sami Zayn learning quickly that the WWE isn't for the weak. Psychologically, it doesn't look like the loss to Sami Zayn earlier has had any effect on Bo Dallas.
Although I will tell you that many in the locker room are rumbling about Bo Dallas potentially faltering a bit since the loss. Some are saying he's appeared a little nervous as of late.
Well, Bo Dallas knows how hard Sami Zayn works, and he knows he has a target on his back. That can't be an easy feeling to walk around with.
And he hits the drop kick. What impact.
Break on.
And he dodges that one.
What incredible agility.
And now it is show-off time.
Don't waste time gloating here.
We're coming to the end of the Who Got NXT mode.
For the first
It'll be
time tonight,
the
Look out! What a move.
showcase mode in 2K15
What's he gonna
next.
do to follow that up?
The best friends, bitter enemies.
Watch it, watch it.
There's a CM Punk storyline and the Shawn Michaels and Triple H storyline. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure those are the two big storylines. Got plenty of wrestling on the channel to check out if you are a fan.
right now.
Are you kidding? Going to work on the turnbuckle. After all of these shots to the head, I've got a feeling that Soup's going to be on his diet for the foreseeable future. That's it. He's out. Look out. Oh, man, that's got to hurt. What a counter.
Good counted. Oh, that was a leverage pin. Also stole my finisher.
Scaling the turnbuckles. Both.
Big crossbody. Huge suplex, can't get him to critical damage. Believe in yourself.
Oh, man, Bo Dallas is really pushing Sami Zayn to the limit. I don't know where he's getting the will to continue from.
Bo Dallas and Sami Zayn.
Great counter. The damage has definitely been done. Now it may just be a matter of time.
He's putting those educated feet to good use.
Leverage pin.
He could pin his opponent right here. Three.
And it's over.
Dallas
Bo Dallas has stolen one. And there's one match to go.
Here is is your winner, and still NXT Champion, Bo
Dallas.
Bo Dallas wins. Oh, man. And I'd say that's a grin of relief on his face rather than one of joy.
Do you believe? Have a little look through the NXT champions as well. NXT. Here is the final match in the Who Got NXT mode. It is Bo Dallas defending the NXT Championship against Adrian Neville. And if intros are the same, let's go through the NXT champions. The first champion, the inaugural champion, was Seth Rollins. 133 days as champion before Big E defeated him. Went to Bo Dallas. It would eventually go to Adrian Neville at NXT Arrival. Sami Zayn won the championship at our Evolution. Kevin Owens won by referee stoppage at TakeOver Arrival. Finn Balor defeated Owens at Beast in the East. Joe defeated Balor on the live event. Shinsuke Nakamura became champ at TakeOver Brooklyn 2. Joe regained the title to become the first two-time champ at TakeOver Toronto. Shinsuke would win it back again a couple of weeks later at a live NXT. I think NXT taping. Bobby Roode would become champ in 2017 at TakeOver San Antonio. Drew Mack would win the championship, only have a 91-day reign, for Andrade Cien Almas would defeat him. Aleister Black became champ. Tommaso Ciampa defeated him on NXT. He was champ for 238 days before vacating due to injury. Johnny Gargano won the vacant title against Adam Cole in a 2 out of 3 falls match. It went for about 40 minutes. Then Adam Cole, baby, won the title at TakeOver 25 and held the championship for, well, really depends, 403 days. He was finally defeated by Keith Lee in a title match. Karrion Kross defeated Keith Lee at TakeOver 30 before vacating a few days later. Finn Balor won the title after a stupid 60-minute 4-way that ended in a tie, and then he won the week later. Karrion Kross won the title again at TakeOver San Diego Night 2, became champ for a second time. Joe beat Karrion Kross at TakeOver 36. He was champ for a third time, and Tommaso Ciampa won the title on the inaugural episode of NXT 2.0 against LA Knight, Pete Dunne, and Von Wagner. That was pretty good timing.
Introducing the challenger from Newcastle upon Tyne, weighing 194 pounds, Adrian
Neville.
And his opponent, from Brooksville, Florida, weighing 234 pounds, he is the NXT Champion, Bo Dallas.
Bo Dallas giving up the championship. He's showing it to Neville, who was one-time NXT champ, two-time Cruiserweight champ, two-time NXT Tag Team Champion, once with Oliver Grey, and once with Corey Graves.
Sami Zayn versus Adrian Neville last week for the right to challenge Bo Dallas was fantastic, and you can bet this one won't disappoint either.
Yeah, and last week during the match, Bo Dallas kept saying that Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn were great kids. I don't get it. Why does he call everybody kids?
Why does Bo Dallas do anything that he does, King? I don't know. Maybe it's his way to keep people in line, to remind them that he's the champ.
Well, Bo Dallas was just 23 years of age when he captured the NXT Championship.
Oh, Adrian Neville showing some adversity right now.
Challenge.
Sami Zayn has said
Defending against Neville.
is delusional about his fame. And I'm willing to bet Adrian Neville shares the same belief.
Bo Dallas is delusional about a lot of things, but one thing he's not delusional about is his ability in the ring. He can go with the best of them, and he knows it.
Well, there's nothing worse than a guy who lets his success go to his head. I think that's what we're starting to see with Bo Dallas. He's enjoying this. Oh, wait, nice reversal. Reversal. Adrian Neville showing his prowess.
was the very final match as well. Let's see if there's any difficulty spike like all the other events. I'd say Corey Graves' was the hardest, followed by Sami Zayn's, but Sami Zayn's was just one match that was brutally difficult.
Nice reversal there.
Although I haven't finished this match yet, so my opinion could change.
Adrian Neville appears ready to take the next step and capture the NXT Championship.
And he may be just a few moments from realizing that dream here tonight, King.
I mean, look into his eyes, Cole. He can feel it. I wouldn't be surprised at all if he seizes this opportunity and walks away with the gold tonight.
Bo Dallas won the NXT
critically
Championship
damaged
from Big E,
Neville's head.
A man who competed at WrestleMania and has gone on to become a force on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, and let's not forget that Big E was undefeated at the time Bo Dallas beat him for the gold.
And that is a fantastic stat, King, that should not be overlooked. For nearly a half a year, Big E represented NXT as a champion, and not one person was able to beat him, except Bo Dallas.
This guy's just getting worn out.
They're just going to taunt. We're going to take the turnbuckle off again.
He's exposing that.
Oh, we can. Not really what I wanted to do.
No, Bo Dallas is such a nice guy outside the ring. It may be too nice, but once he steps in between the ropes, he changes.
And I guess we're seeing that here as Bo Dallas is really taking it to Adrian Neville.
Yes,
And remember, we have an exposed turnbuckle. That was a heavy shot.
His own drag.
reverse and get out of that.
Reversal. Adrian Neville showing his prowess.
Need to get a finisher up to spear him through the barricade. Oh no, he's got a signature though. Signature's not good.
What a wicked neck breaker. We know what the... Oh my God.
I'm sure I've done my corner signature because I don't actually know what the corner signature is.
Oh no. Wait a minute, Cole. What's he going to do here? Great move. Oh no. There he goes again. And the offensive display by Adrian Neville. He was able to reverse that. Bo Dallas is all...
Oh, spinning neck breaker.
On the back. You know his neck is feeling that one.
I'm warning you, keep it up.
Adrian Neville.
And a huge collision with the barricade.
Here we go, through the barrier.
Making his moves.
Spear! Go! We're going to win by count out. Stay down.
A few more seconds, and this could end in the countout.
Get back in the ring.
Is he?
8,
I think he's going to stay down.
Back into the ring now.
9,
This is it. We won by count out. Bo
Playing
leave.
mind games.
Yeah, a little intimidation. He couldn't make it.
Bo Dallas wins.
Here is your winner, and still NXT champion, Bo Dallas.
And the Bo Dallas era continues in NXT.
You know, I really thought tonight may have been Adrian Neville's night, but I give Bo Dallas complete credit. He came out here with a game plan, and he executed.
This has been. Crabman from Crabman Gaming, thank you for joining me. That ends the Bo Dallas storyline. Crabman from Crabman Gaming. See you next time. And this is the All Objectives Unlock bonus screen. So get the NXT Arena, Full Sail University, the NXT Championship, the Tag Titles, the NXT Women's Championship, and the NXT Arrival Arena. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.